Hi, this is episode 5. Yes, I am using a webcam. Thank God, and I'm happy. The reason why I'm using a webcam is because I gotta get used to it. Because, like most of y'all know, CK61938 is having a talk thing before the series finale of Smallville. An hour before, that's why, plus an hour after. Uh, so yeah, that's why webcam. Uh, yeah, I'm gonna be talking to y'all about just this past Friday Smallville. Uh, it was actually good episode. Uh, had a lot of cool stuff. Uh, Clark and Ultraman, aka, well, not he does call him Ultraman, I think, in the show, but he does call himself Clark Luthor. Switch places. Clark goes to his parallel universe, and Clark Luthor comes to his parallel universe. So the whole reason why they switch places because Ultraman, he and he ran away from his parallel universe because this one of the reasons. It's because I think it's because the kryptonite people not are ready to stand up for themselves. So that's why they had to kryptonite everyone else because of Ultraman, which again is Clark Luthor. And that's basically one of the basic reasons why. Plus, he killed Olive and Queen from the other parallel universe, the one that's not Green Arrow. Uh, so yeah, but when Ultraman gets to Clark's kids parallel universe, he's trying to kill his dad, trying to find his dad, Lionel Luthor, his adopted dad, who's treated him like a slave, I guess, and because he's abandoned him. Plus, I guess he thought Lionel Wolf was keeping him and the other Tess away from each other. So yeah, and he tries to kidnap. I guess he kidnaps or threatens him. He threatens Tess Mercer. So yeah, so he takes Tess Mercer on. He tries to like make Tess like him, but deep down Tess does like him, and that's, well, she doesn't like him. She likes Clark Kent, but she hasn't told him. So he takes her on a kind of like a date, which is more like a deal between him and Tess. If she helps him find Long Luther with the tracking device, he promised not to kill her and dates her, or they're new together. So yeah, that's cool. But one of the best parts I like this episode is you can see Tess versus Rat. Not Tess, on the show, her name is Cassie Freeman, but you can see her breasts. Yes, her breasts jiggling or going up and down. I like it. I'm sorry. I'm that kind of person. I'm a man. Uh, yeah, so kudos to you, Cassidy Freeman. God has been seriously good to you. Uh, yeah, so that goes on. And here's another thing. When Clark goes to Clark Luthor's parallel universe, he sees Jonathan Kent at the funeral, Oliver Queen's funeral. Yeah, and in that parallel universe, he's alive. Uh, but he does not like the Clark Luthor because it's not Clark Luthor is his adopted son. Lionel Luthor is the adopted father, but Clark Kent's adopted father is Jonathan Kent, which is good. Uh, yeah. So that happens. And here's the best thing. Well, not the best, but it's awful sad. Because you remember in the very first couple seasons when Clark Kent turned bad and then Jonathan Kent had to use the kryptonite, green kryptonite, to paralyze him. Well, we finally got to see that again. I know it's not the same, but it seems the same. Uh, because in a couple seasons before, after, before season 5, they, Clark always had, well, when Clark met the Warner people, sometimes, not all the people, some of them gave him red kryptonite, which makes him bad. So that's why Jonathan can't used it in the old seasons. So it seemed like that, felt like that watching that again. So yeah, the reason why he uses the green kryptonite is because he thinks he's Ultraman, which is again Clark Luthor. So yeah, he uses that. But then in the end, he finally realizes he's telling the truth, which is good. Uh, but before that, he brought up gold meteor rock, which y'all know what that means. Another kryptonite. Uh, so yeah, like one of my favorite parts of the episode is when Clark Kent and Jonathan Kent about to hug because Jonathan Kent says, "I love you, son." But then Clark gets pulled back into his parallel universe. So he tells, so he tells Lois, "I saw my dad." She says, I like almost cried because I lost my dad a couple of years ago from cancer, and that's the whole reason why I almost cried. Uh, so anyway, back to this. Uh, yeah. So then Clark starts fighting Ultraman, which is again Clark Luthor. They don't fight, uh, but they do go to the Fortress of Solitude, which is awesome. So I'm glad for that. And Clark Kent tells Ultraman, which is Clark Luthor, that he can make a difference in this. He can change himself in his parallel universe. Alright, I like that. But in the comics, Ultraman is a badass. He's kind of he thinks he's a hero, but he kills people. I mean, come on. You know how they say on the show, "Luther blood is Luther blood"? What the heck? That's freaking messed up. So yeah, that's one of the parts I kind of like, but also like because one the other part is because they're making it different and stuff. So yeah, uh, so yeah. Well, the good thing is we had a good 10 years with the show. So yeah, of course I'm gonna be sad when it goes. But then again, that's just me. But I can tell you this: there's plenty of DC comic shows that might be coming on. I know one of them is Wonder Woman, but there's talk about a Raven. There probably might be a Blue Beetle. Uh, and there's talk about reinventing the Batman, but that hasn't been confirmed. But you see, if I was them, I would do like a Teen Titans live action show. That'd be awesome. But that's just me. Alright, I want to send a shout out to Cameron Stoll, aka from YouTube, which his YouTube name is Stokian. Great job, man. Saw your interview with the guy that played Bizarro in part of the 1980s and 90s. Good job on that. Uh, so yeah. Oh, I will be part of the. Oh yeah, that's right. I told you already. Sorry about that. So yeah. Uh, Friday night, this upcoming Friday, the Booster Gold Blue Beetle episode. So that's gonna be good. Yeah. All right. Bye, guys. Uh, thank you, and have a good night. I'll be probably back on in a couple of days. It depends, because I'm going to have to edit that video, the next video, because it's going to be a special. So thank you.